Hello everybody, welcome on in. I am Orion. We are back with the 1.0 release for Spell Brigade. Today we're going to do a MMO raid type build. So as you can see, we're going to do the kind of Holy Trinity type of build, you know, the all the classes in the MMOs that you played, World of Warcraft, EverQuest, whatever. So I'm going to be the mage. We're only going to be doing one spell today, but I'm going to be the mage and I'm going to be doing the star spell, the starfall. I'm going to go mostly, you know, lightning, fire as my infusions. We have Char, who's going to be as our tank. They're going to be playing Ludwig, clearly a tank type character. They even have the right, even the right title, the Ironclad. They're going to be going broadsword and they're going to be building up. They're going to kind of be building up, you know, their defensive stats and whatnot, but they're also going to be trying to do sort of maybe like an ice, lightning, fire type infusion. Then we have Matt over here, who's going to be our healer. They're playing as Aldrich, who's pretty much the best healer in the game. Their traits give them better revives, better healing. They'll be running Aether Beam, and they're going to try to do a infusion combo of ice and lightning. And then we have Coalfire over here, who is going to be our archer, and they're going to kind of try to focus on, you know, like acid, maybe some dark. We'll see what kind of happens here, but let's get going. I'm going to be pretty much pure offense. You know, I'm sort of supposed to be the glass cannon. So I'm going to try to do pretty much as much damage stuff as I can. All right, so for this run, what we're looking to do is I'm going to be sort of, I mean, if things work out great, me and Coalfire are kind of the top damage dealers here. We're the DPS, we're the mage, we're the archer, we should be doing the most damage here. So we're going to be trying to get the infusions that are going to help with that. Thematic wise, it makes sense for me to go sort of with like a lightning fire, because those are kind of the two better offensive ones. Matt, who is going to be our healer, you know, it makes sense for him to try to go with ice and lightning, because since he's supposed to be a holy type character, so don't want to get stuck with dark or acid infusions, you know, because those seem more like evil and sneaky. And so that's what kind of Coalfire could go for too. Coalfire has a lot of options, because archers can kind of thematically do a lot of things. They can do like ice traps, they can do poison arrows, they can do dark, you know, like it feels thematic. Like we thought about doing a rogue type character too with Balthazar and sort of their talents, because that's sort of a darkish type character. And then Char as our tank kind of has a lot of options. Char can go ice, lightning, fire, maybe not dark, you know, because I don't think dark really fits a tank theme too well, but we'll see. We ultimately decided to do one spell because we were running the idea of doing two, but I was a little afraid that, you know, we might like use too many rerolls in those cases, like trying to get the other spells we want, and then we might get stuck with some infusions that we didn't want, because again, I don't want Matt getting stuck with, say, acid and dark showed up and he didn't have any rerolls. That would not be good for the theme of this build. And you know, we're very one of the mottos for the channel, commit to the build, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Like, we are committing to the build. We're going to try our best to do what we need to do here to make this work out. With that said, since I am supposed to be like a glass cannon type, usually that's what mages are, I do have to take offense defense though if it shows up, so that'll be kind of the only thing that doesn't necessarily fit. Offense defense is by far the best offensive ability in this game for damage, so it kind of feels like I have to take it if I want to put myself in the top damage dealing position. But it fits well with almost every character in this game too. With Char, it definitely helps because Char will want to take a lot of defense, and then I'll want it more for the offensive purpose. And then it basically, it's going to work for anybody, because It's just way too good. It's way too good. It increases our damage like way too much. Okay, we're going top right or top left corner. And then other than that, you know, we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. Like hopefully I can get good offensive spells. Okay, let's do the additional star. Thought this sounded like a fun idea though. We're trying to, so I'm not gonna take the max HP, even though that is one of the better picks right here. We'll just go cast speed. But yeah, we were running the idea of 2 spells, but ultimately just 1 spell just sounded like it would be a little bit easier here. Especially when we need to mix in infusions with this. So if you're watching these and you have any themed ideas you would like to see us try, let me know in the comments. We've done quite a few, but I'm always looking for more ideas. And especially now that we can do 2-spell, 3-spell runs, there's a lot we can do. There's a lot we can look forward to trying to do. Like we can do 2-spell runs or we can even try, there's now, if you do ascensions for certain characters, you can start off with different spells. So they tried to make it so every spell was kind of started, every character or every spell, you know, was available from the start, like the fences, because the fences weren't a spell. But what you have to do, and it's a little bit of a grind, unfortunately, you need to ascend your heroes. Okay, unfortunately this is a reroll, so we need fire or lightning. Okay, so there's fire. So we'll look into doing that too, but like I said, it's a lot. You have to grind the characters to their ascension levels, which is basically prestiging. I know there's been a lot of demand about doing an all fence build, so I'm gonna have to see if one of these wizards has an ascension that lets them start with the fence, and then we'll see about doing an all fence build, because we've never done that. We've never done an all fence build because we couldn't. All right, I'm just gonna do the movement speed there in preparation that I will take offense defense. I'm obviously gonna want to try to get a lot of crit and crit damage as best as I can. I think I've learned my lesson though. Unfortunately, I don't think savior focus is gonna be the pick here, because one, I haven't unlocked hardcore yet, which I'm still really upset about. But this will be it. This will officially be me re-clearing every map on severe difficulty, the middle difficulty. So after this, we should have hardcore unlocked. Because I think this is my 4th video where I've officially done every map. And we've cleared through it. Okay, we're gonna do luck. Actually, I probably could have pinned that if I wanted to. Okay, so Matt has ice. That looks pretty cool. That looks different. It almost looks more like water now. And then I'll be curious to see what Char and Cole end up going, because they have a little bit more options. I think they're a little more open to what they can do, because I think Cole can pretty much go anything. As an archer, that you can pretty much go anything with that. Okay, so there's the big armor. I'm not gonna take that yet though, because one, I don't even have offense defense yet, so I don't want to pre-pick ahead of time. If I end up not getting offense defense, then all of a sudden I just made myself tanky for no reason. Which I want to avoid. I'll only start taking armor if we get... Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out! I'll only end up taking armor if we get offense defense as our scroll. Whoop. So if I can get, I would prefer to get lightning here, so I might do my rerolls to do that. Okay, that's, I might actually, I'm gonna pin this actually. I'm gonna use one of my pins. So now I'm curious how banish works. So if I banish this, does that mean armor never shows up? Or cast speed would never show up? I don't want to do any of that yet. But if I don't get offense defense, then maybe we can banish armor. But we won't know that until after this first wave. Oops. Oh, that. Oh. As I dodge one, I run right into the other one. Yeah, I would like to get lightning as my... I would like to get the plasma. If not, then I guess all fire works. But you know, mages are usually masters of the elements, you know? So let's get a couple of them in here. You could technically go ice, but I don't want to go ice. Ice isn't damage, but okay, so there's our 50% critical damage. That's such a good idea. I'll appreciate that one forever. The lock in your spell and then it upgrades. I like that. Ooh, this is a new type of bug. Is it? It's still an exploder, but he looks different. Maybe it's just a different skin on the map. Right, he looks a little bit different. Okay, let's do... I'm gonna do this spell damage. I do want to build up the luck. Oh, we need to try to find... We need to try to find the scroll. I can't use... Unfortunately, though, I can't use too many rerolls. I'll probably just end up using my banishes. Like I'll use my banishes and kind of get rid of those right away because I don't need to really banish anything. Okay, there's Vital Strike. I'll probably just take Vital Strike. Let's banish these though. So let's banish this. Let's banish this. So I can do a bunch of things here. Let's banish. Banish. Okay, then I'll just take Vital Strike before we get too crazy. Before the time starts to run out. So Vital Strike's gonna heal me whenever we crit. Let's do more crit chance here. I'm not gonna pin that one though. We'll save the pins for when there's actually two good spells. Not just to upgrade one I want. I'll make sure that I'm using it when there's two good ones. Okay, so Matt did get ice too. Cole looks like fire. Alright, let's do the casting speed. See, now we don't need to use our banishes for the spells either. You know, because if we're trying to pick certain spells, we would use all our banishes for that too. So one spell just made everything way less complicated. Okay, I will take that movement speed because again, I'm gonna use all my banishes on the scrolls, and then hopefully we will get offense defense. And I don't really even need to pick I don't even really need to pick armor. Just getting offense defense by itself will be, you know, somewhat decent because we have 100 armor. Okay, let's go. We'll do the spell damage there. Hopefully we can build up our luck a little bit. Uh-oh. All right. Oh, man. Such low level stuff. Let's go with crit though. I really, really do want the luck, but with the limited amount of time we have, I think I have to go with as much crit as I can. All right, new objective. What are we doing here? Okay, so... Oh. Max health. Let's see, that's a no. Thematic, even though that's the better pick, thematic wise, that's a no. So we'll go cast speed. Buff up our spell. Okay, I guess I'll do it. 1. Okay. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Nope. This is kind of tough. I think everybody else just kind of needs to leave, just so all the other bugs aren't here. Okay. Oh yes, we did it. We got plasma. Okay, so we're gonna go with the fire lightning. That was perfect because I had my choice there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Fudge, I can't really get in there. 3. Oh, a 50-50 shot. Okay, 1, 2. I don't know if they were paying attention to what it was, but it's on the far right. There we go. Okay, we'll do the additional star again. I'm going to try to max out, obviously, the additional stars as much as I can. I'm glad we got plasma, though. I didn't really have to do... I didn't have to do a reroll on that last one, which was awesome, because I had my choice there. I could have done fire or lightning fire, but... Or yeah, fire or lightning fire. So I'm glad we got both of those. Okay, what are we doing here? Spellcast, yes. Okay, now we just need, I guess the only thing I really need now is offense defense. I have my banishes, I have my rerolls. Hopefully there's no reason I can't get it here. There's nothing else for me that I need. I have my infusions. I have the one spell. I don't need any other spells. Okay, so your critical damage is increased every time you encounter a common. Okay, that's a maybe. Let's banish. This one is a possible one too. Your elemental damage is increased by 10% for every spell infusion performed. These ones are both. I'm gonna pin that one. I'm gonna take this one. Just in case. Just in case, I know we're only doing one spell, but so it definitely ruins a lot of that damage potential. But again, thematic wise, that one makes sense. So we'll go with that one, and then I'll mark that. I actually probably should have went with that crit one first, maybe, but I think I wanted the elemental one instead, and then that, I guess we'll use that crit one as a backup. But since offense defense is still there, so what do we how does it show how many rerolls I have? Not here. Okay, spell damage. That crit damage one is okay. It's not okay for these short runs though. That's the only issue. Since it's only these are only two-wave runs, it's not going to be a lot of crit damage. Okay, we'll just go with spell damage. We'll just, like I said, let's try to keep going with like that high damage too. And I'll try to kind of, outside of the crit stuff, I'll kind of keep trying to do my spell a bunch. All right, let's do cast speed. Oh, okay, so where's the thing at down here? Are there more over here? There is. Okay, then there's... Yep, okay, so here's the last ones. GG's. Okay, we'll do the additional star again. Okay, so I think Matt... What is Matt? Is Matt all ice? Or is that ice lightning? Alright, well, we'll definitely do the spell damage. And then I think Char got acid and ice, which is good because that, you know, that puts him like, kind of like in a support type role, not all offense. Then it looks like Cole is a fire archer. Base damage. Oh man, these guys, wow, those guys have a lot of HP. I thought they would go down quick. I even purposely tried to stay where I would hit them, assuming I could probably kill them. I love these guys. These guys are hilarious looking to me. I have to run in the fire to get that. Take the luck. Then after we kill the boss, we'll get our last scroll, and then hopefully it'll be offense defense, because we don't have it. That's our big damage dealer. If we don't get it and everybody else did, I could be last place. Wow, look at all that XP. I could be last place in damage if everybody else gets it and I don't. Even with fire and lightning. Mages don't dodge. I guess they can blink. Ooh, I was hoping, I saw that legendary. I was hoping it was going to be something good. Okay, so that puts us at 46 crit chance. $46, $242, and then again, just 45% damage increase. This map has a lot of, oh shit. This map has a lot of hazards. You have the fire, you have the tornadoes, and then just on top of the enemies, and then you have those other enemies that just fly across the map. It's a lot to watch out for here. Vital Strike is so good though, because look, now I'm just kind of already back up to full health based on my crits. Okay, let's do spell damage. So we have a level 30 spell now. What does everybody else have? 25, 15, 20? We're gonna have 4 rerolls. 4 rerolls for this. The only problem is I do have that one pinned. So I wonder if I keep it pinned. I don't know what happens. Oh, I guess I'd have to pin it again, huh? All right, we'll because it's gonna unpin when it pops up. We'll see. I will probably go all in on my last rerolls trying to get offense defense. Because we picked we picked 2 scrolls. We banned 5 of them. You would think the odds are decent with 4 rerolls that I can get offense defense. You would think. Okay, we'll do the cast speed. Okay, I might actually go look for this scroll right now while the boss spawns. Because I'm not a boss killer. I might go look for that scroll. Oh, someone already found it. Oh, is it because I pinned one? Okay, so there's the crit. So, okay, I'm gonna pin this then. I'm gonna pin that. And now hopefully all of these stay here. Oh, I have to pin it every time? Oh, that sucks. Oh, then it doesn't... Oh, man. Okay, this isn't working how I thought it was going to. For some reason, I thought 4 of them were going to stay. Okay. Offense, defense, thank you. All right. When all 4 of them showed up, I thought we did something to trigger 4 of them popping up. I was like, oh, why is there 4 all of a sudden? Okay, whatever. We ended up getting offense defense. It was that felt very questionable, but we got it. So now I can build up defense a little bit if it shows up, because we did take some movement speed stuff. I'm really happy with my scrolls though. So here's what we'll do. I wish we didn't waste our pins though. Okay, so I'm gonna pin the movement speed, and then I'm gonna take this spell damage. So when I pin that, it'll give me a higher percentage, and then that'll leave me more open to being able to take some, you know, hopefully a nice armor one will show up, and I can pin that and make it like a legendary, or maybe it'll just be a legendary and I'll get a bunch of armor with a bunch of spell damage. So I don't know how much it gave us. What, like, did it give us 100%? All right, down he goes. But you can see now we're up to 150% damage. More stars. And we still have 1 pin and 1 reroll now. So I'm really happy with my scrolls. We got offense defense, we got vital strike for the crit heals, and then we also got the elemental whatever it's called, elemental something. So we get, I think it only gives us like 20% extra damage because we only have 1 spell with infusions, but thematic wise I liked it. And we have enough movement speed now to where we can still take some armor if it shows up. Okay, so there's our base movement speed of 18, so let's take that. But now we need armor to show up. I need armor to show up. Otherwise, we're just a fast mage. I don't know if anybody has. I don't know if anybody has good XP generation. I know I don't, though. Or XP gain. we got the sacrifice. Actually, I should probably, I don't know where I should. Kind of feels like I'm killing them before they get in. I wonder if I should leave. But then I draw the bugs kind of away. I'll just come to the far depths. With all of us there, it looked like we were kind of killing the bugs before they even got in the ring. Okay. They're moving through it now. They don't need me up there to complete it anyways. It just from my observations, it looked like. And if I stay in the far corner, that means I draw less bugs to me. Maybe I was drawing all the bugs to me. Why? Why was that a thing? Was I literally like it looked like it stopped for a while. Their progress went up so fast for a little bit and then it stopped. And then as I ran up there were no bugs. That was so weird. Maybe my thought process for that was wrong. Because my spell, the reason, like, my spell hits everybody on the screen, you know, so if we're doing so much damage to them before they even get in the circle and die. I wish we could still get more relics too. You know, instead of limiting us still to only 3. Maybe after each additional boss kill, you get another one. I tried to purposely take some damage so Matt could heal me. Give Matt something to do here. All right, let's do that spell damage. What a dodge. All right, seal the rift. Oh, I'll do my shout out too, as always. If you'd like to join in any of our runs, join the Discord. There's always links in the descriptions. If you're new to Spell Brigade, it might be a little tough because, you know, some of these runs are all thematic and you kind of need to have stuff unlocked. But you know, there's people around too that'll help you unlock stuff, which is pretty nice. You know, if you just kind of ask in the Discord, there's always some people who will sort of help you out. Okay, I don't have savior focus, so I don't. Char has died, but I don't need to go do the revive. I do know Cole has. I know Cole has it. So we're at 56 crit chance, 242 damage, 150 damage still. We haven't seen an armor, and if we have, I just haven't been paying attention. It's good that Coalfire got saber focus, because that makes sense for, you know, an archer. You want that high crit damage. Wish we could summon tornadoes. I guess Necro Whirl's kind of the closest thing to a tornado spell. Alright, increases cast speed. None of these are... Unfortunately, this one's not worth pinning. I really want to see one of those big 50 armors though, or at least an epic armor, and then I can use my last pin and get another big like damage boost before we get to this boss fight. Alright, Char's down again. We'll let Coalfire get it, because as far as I know, he's the only one that has it. I think they're chatting in the Discord too, so they could be communicating. They could be, yeah, all three of them, which is cool. All three of them are in the Discord right now. They're talking. They could very well be coordinating deaths here, so that Coalfire can get the revives. All right, let's do... Should I use my last pin? There's not a lot of time left. No, I'll just do my spell again. I have one more pin though that needs to be used. Oh. Oh yeah, they're definitely dying on purpose. I mean, that's the smart thing to do. We would do that sometimes too if we had a lot of revives left by... Ooh, okay, this is gonna be it. This will be... I'll pin this, and then I'll take the spell damage. That's about as good as it's probably gonna get for maybe one of our last pins. Man, look at this Vital Strike. Look at how good this is healing me. Heal me, Matt. Okay, then there we go with that one. Luckily, could you imagine if like the 50 armor showed up? The 50 armor showed up, the legendary armor. It's the same time I just used my pin. Oh, that would have been so horrible. Okay. So let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna run up here. I'm already running up here. I don't think it's helpful to have to have everybody in that spot. I think it's better to just have one, maybe two. So otherwise, it did feel like there were too many bugs coming. Oh, I do have a reroll. We can do one more reroll too. I forgot. I don't need to hold that reroll for anything. All right. Well, that was good. Good job. They did that pretty quick. Okay, then we'll do targets most health, and then damage is also increased by 35%. Sometimes I don't know if that's the best upgrade, because sometimes it does feel like it might take a little bit longer to kill the weaker units. But since we do have so many stars and we have exploding, again, no armor. We got that offense defense and then no armor to build it up. At least it does give us the really big initial damage boost, but we got a little bit of lag. Okay, let's do the base damage. Man, I have a level 42 spell. I don't think anyone else is close. Matt only has a 17. Dang, what has Matt been upgrading? What kind of upgrades does Matt have if that's only a level 17 spell? Full fire at 31. All right, 34. Give me a legendary armor. Give me any armor. I didn't banish armor, right? That one time when we were talking about it, like I didn't actually banish armor, right? Max health, spell damage. Feels odd that we haven't seen it. This is super chaotic. This is the middle difficulty too. If it wasn't for Vital Strike, I might have died. But look how good Vital Strike is at healing. Okay, I'm gonna screw with these guys this time. I don't think anybody sees me. I'm gonna kick one of these way over here. Okay, then I'll run over here. See if anybody noticed. Is it too late for luck? I think it's too late for luck. We'll go spell damage. Where did the last core go? I like that there's a big one and a little one. That's kind of funny. Oh, they found it. Okay, I need to go play goalie now. Level 48 spell. I don't know why that cracked me up every single time. Oh my god, that's so... I don't know why. There's something just so hilarious about that. Just like just like trolling my teammates. Every time. I can't do it every time though, because then someone will just follow me. I need to do it only every once in a while. So sorry. Alright, we'll do the cast speed. So we have a level 50 spell now. There's some armor. Oh, but of course I'm gonna go with the crit chance. This is where I wish I had a pin to pin one of these. I'll do the crit chance. Armor finally shows up, but it's next to crit. I'm pretty confident I'm not going to be the top damage dealer. Even though we got offense defense, I didn't really get great armor. We got like okay crit chance and crit damage. But the fact that I'm pretty sure between the three of them, they were working that savior focus with the revives. So I'm pretty sure they might have been stacked a little bit on crit damage. So, you know, if Coalfire gets like 5 refi, you know, that's like 170 damage. 170% crit damage or something. Some really, really good number like that. Crit damage is king in this game. Wait, who's this guy? Who's that guy? What's this guy doing running around? You see this guy right here? This guy right there. There he goes. He just popped. Let's do base damage. Puts us up to 180% base damage. All right, the boss is going to be showing up here any second now. Oh my goodness, look at all this. We got to get in on this damage. See, we're hitting for very little, but you know, we hit a lot. And then Soulfish is the boss here. The OG boss. Those birds, man. Those birds are hitting for like 18,000 damage. That's a crazy amount of damage. I think I saw a bird damage for 18. 67, 18. Am I seeing that right? Holy cow. This guy's going down pretty fast. We might actually, since they did all those deaths too, we might be able to kill out our revives. I'm curious if I can die. I actually don't know if I can die. Yeah, I don't know if I can die. I don't think I can. We're gonna have to quit out of this again. All right, well, base damage. All right, well, there we go. That was our MMO build. Worked out very well. I'm interested to see this sort of damage here. So let's quit out of this. GG's Cole, Matt, and Char. That was a fun run. We accomplished what we wanted to do. So let's see. Most spells leveled, most damage taken, most objectives, most damage. No surprise right there. I bet it's by a lot too. So I ended up with 195% damage, 62 crit, 307. 307 crit damage, so that worked out pretty well. Not like amazing, but that's pretty well. 62 million damage, that's not bad. And then Coalfire, yeah, with 111 million. That's not surprising because I think he got stacked on crit damage there. But that seems about right. Coalfire with the most, me at second. These guys relatively far behind because they picked mostly support infusions. You know, Matt went all ice, and then Char went, I think, ice acid. So yep, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to play in these runs, join the Discord. Let me know when you join. I'll give you the tag, and then you will get tagged when we do Spell Brigade runs. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.